What's going on? It's your boy Street Side. Hoping you stay confident out here in this crazy world and keep all the faith that you need to succeed every day. Um, in this message, I kind of want to talk to you about how strong you actually are, because we everything's left up to interpretations. You know, let me give you an example. I tell people sometimes you can see somebody walking down the street, you know, walking somewhere where you know they got a ways to go. You can tell they got at least a half a mile to a mile to go to where they got to get to. And we have some of us out here that'll look at that person and laugh and say, "Look at that bum." But once you've been through something in this life and you climb out of it, you look at that person different. And to be honest, I have before then, because we've all had different lives. Mine was a little stressful in different ways than others were. But when I see a person walking down the street, my interpretation of that person is that somebody that has enough gall to get up off their butt and try to get to wherever they got to get to by any means necessary, if it means walking. And sometimes, if you're that person walking, which I have been before, believe me, you won't give yourself credit. But let me tell you about, like, when I used to have to walk, when I went, we all went through a bad patch. But you gotta give yourself credit when you're out there walking, or if you moving around in ways that you're not used to. You may have lost a car. You may have to eventually walk. You got to start giving yourself credit on even having the desire and the humility to walk when you know people may be gawking at you. Somebody may be thinking that you're less than. You may have just went through a small setback and somebody caught you in an awkward position. So sometimes you gotta know that you are stronger. You look at this economy right now, and you look at these last 2 years. This is 2022, what? 5/24, May 24th, 2022. And granted, there are some people that are bums. I mean, I don't mean bums as in homeless. I mean bums as in no ambition. Bums as in won't get off their butt or keep making excuses. But what I see out here are people that have tried to been beaten down mentally by whatever this economy has done and all these plans that they've done over these last 2 years. And I see people keep moving. You know, they're throwing a lot at us right now, and we'll never know why, and there'll never be no valid explanation. They'll give us an explanation, but it won't be a valid one. You know, but those of you that I see uploading videos, walking with your uniforms on, getting to work sweaty, still having to stand there for 8 hours, then deal with attitudes and different personalities. Then you may have to walk back. Then you may have to deal with look, things can be heavy on you sometimes, but you got to give yourself credit sometimes. Sometimes we may give ourselves less credit because in the back of our psyche, we still quietly comparing ourselves to what we see around other people, what we see everybody else doing, you know. And I'm not one of them people that's gonna say whether it's real or fake. I will say that we all have different timing. Believe me, I tell you, we all have different levels of what makes us happy. Don't let what you see other people doing that makes them happy determine whether or not you're gonna be happy. You know, some of us are just like, I'm the kind of person that's happy knowing that I have enough money to wake up in the morning, and if I want to get something from the dollar menu, I can get it. Or if I want to go to Denny's or something, I can sit down and eat it. I can sit down and have a meal. I'm not going to Denny's right now. I'm not really going to partake in too much right now because of all this price gouging. But, some of us are happy with simpler things, and some of us can't be happy with simpler things, but they do what they have to do to achieve the higher things. You can't be mad at them, But during these times where so many are in danger of breaking down mentally, you really do gotta step back and take a deep breath. I mean, a deep breath, and ask yourself: are you really doing as bad as you think you are? Are you in much of a hole as you think you are? And are there ways to get out of it? I'm really hating to see the mental breakdown of people. Some of it is their choice. Some of us got sideswiped. So I kind of just want to come up here and, I know I'm all over the place. I'm just getting used to talking to folks. Y'all pulling me into this new digital revolution, I guess. But give yourself credit. I mean, really, give yourself credit. If you got enough energy to wake up in the morning and try to deal with this life in the hours that you awake to the hours that you close your eyes at night, you're stronger than you think. If you could not be on any heavy drugs right now, you're not one of the people that have to self-medicate yourself to death. You're stronger than you think. And just ask for the right decisions to be made on your behalf. You be up.